second grade friends, Miss Chiquini here with our phonics lesson for Thursday. We're going to continue working on long I vowel sounds, and they can be spelled using the following patterns that you see on the screen. I, I-E, Y, and I-G-H. So because there's 4 different ways just to say long I, we have to learn when to use which phonics pattern. So I'm going to go over some rules that help me remember which one to use when I'm spelling a long I word. So we have our first phonics pattern, which is just our I sound. Or just our I letter, and it makes the I sound. It says the name of the vowel. That's what a long vowel does. And my rule says when a word has an I followed by 2 consonants, the I sound is usually long. So what that means is if I have a word with an I in it, and it has 2 consonants or 2 letters after it, it's going to make the long I sound. So I'm going to show that this is my vowel by marking it with an X, and that there are 2 consonants after it, or 2 letters after it. So I know this is going to say I instead of I, because 2 consonants after it make this I a long I sound. Another rule for just using I to say the long I sound is when it's the end of a syllable. So we've been clapping words to make syllables when we were in school, or maybe tapping. So if I were doing find, it would just be 1 syllable, find. But if I were doing this word, silent, I see it has 2 syllables. So I'm going to show where my syllables would be. When I clapped, I heard a pause between sigh and lint. So I put my syllable break between those 2 syllables. So sigh is my first syllable, lint is my second syllable. So it has 2 syllables, and the first syllable ends with the letter I. When a syllable ends with the letter I, it's going to make a long I sound. So it's going to say silent, okay, instead of that I sound again. So when it has 2 or more syllables and 1 syllable ends with the letter I, it's going to be the long I sound. Our next long I pattern is I-E. And there are only 4 words in our language that end in I-E that make the I sound. Those 4 words are right here on the board, or on the screen, and I'm going to write them on the board. They are tie, like when a man wears a tie, die, when a person or animal passes away, lie, something you should not do, and pie, something maybe you eat for dessert. These are the only 4 words that end in I-E, and they all say I. So for this one, I like to remember that when 2 vowels are next to each other, or when 2 vowels go walking, the first one does the talking. That I is first, so it's going to talk and say its name, and the E is going to stay silent. Sometimes you might see I-E at the end of a word that has another letter after it. So you might see the word cried. And you see I-E there, but that's not one of our 4 words we learned. This one is because it's a past tense verb. So normally it's just cry with a Y, but when we add an ending to words with Y, we change it to an I and then add ED. So if you remember those 4 words, tie, dye, lie, and pie, those are the ones that use just IE. And then words that are with endings on it, like ED or ES, that's when we have an I and an E again. But we're going to just focus on those 4 words that we learned. Our next long I sound is made with just a Y. And this is usually at the end of a word. Words like cry, fly, my. Okay, so they're at the end of a word. They count as the vowel. There's no other vowel in any of these words. So Y there makes the I sound. And then our last one that we're going to practice is IGH. Even though you see 3 letters here, the I is our vowel, and the G and the H is silent. There are silent consonants, so they don't say anything. So we have words like high. This is when you're talking about being high up, not when you're saying hi to someone. So this word ends in IGH, and the I says the long I sound. And we might have words with IGH, but with a T on the end. So there's my IGH, and then I add a T to the end to make this word, night. I still have my I still have my GH, but now I'm adding another consonant to the end. So a lot of times when a word makes the long I sound and has the T sound at the end, you're going to use IGHT. So we're going to practice a few of these. So if you could go get a piece of paper and a pencil real quick, or something to write on, or if you don't want to write or you don't have anything to write with, you can just say it out loud. So a picture is going to show up on the screen, and you're going to spell it using one of these vowel sounds. So we have I, we have IE, Y, and IGH, and remember sometimes T there. So here's our first one. See if you can figure out what this is a picture of, and see if you can spell it using one of these I patterns. Right, let's see if you came up with the same thing that I was thinking. I actually thought of 2 for this one. I thought of ite, and I heard that T at the end, so I knew to use IGH, or this could also be a picture of the sky. And I knew that sky was a short word with I at the end, and I knew that Y and IGH are usually at the end of my words. So I had to decide which one would make sense to spell sky, and I chose Y. All right, here's your next picture. See if you can spell this word on your paper or spell it out loud. Pie. I wonder which one you would use for pie. A trick that I sometimes do is try all of them and see which one looks like a word you've seen before. So here's my P-I, P-I-E, P-Y, or P-I-G-H. Think which one of those looks like a word you've seen before. The answer is P-I-E. That was one of our 4 words that end in I-E. Right, here's your next picture. For this one, think about what this circle with the handle is called. You might be thinking it's a picture of an eye that you see with, but it actually wants you to figure out what the glass circle with the handle is called. This one's a little tricky. This one is magnify, and it ends in an I sound, so it's going to be one of these, and it's magnify. Very good. Right, try this one. Oh, these ones, I am not a fan of these. See if you can spell this word. I'll give you a second. Think about some of the rules. Maybe try each one to see which one looks right. So I know this word is spider. So think about, is it spelled with I, I-E, Y, I-G-H. And this is spelled with just the I. Because it's 2 syllables, spider, and the I is at the end of this first syllable. Here's our next word, or next picture. You have to tell me the word. All right, I know this is light, and again I hear that T, and I know if I hear T, it's usually going to be I-G-H, light. Good job. Here's our next one. This is a picture of a tiger. See if you can spell tiger. Think about how many syllables is in this word. So for tiger, it's 2 syllables, tiger, and the I ends the first syllable, so it's going to be a long I. Here's our next word. Think about what these clothes are doing. You hang them up to blank. Think about that word. All right. It is dry. So it would have been one of these 3 ending I sounds. And this doesn't look right to me. So I know it's not that one. So I am going to go with just the I. Or I'm sorry, just the Y there to make I. All right, here's our next one, cry. Think about how you spell this one. And it's with our Y too, cry. Good job. This one's high heel. See if you can just spell the high part. Yep, this one is I-G-H. And then our word heel. Here's our tie. See how you would spell tie using one of these long I patterns. Now remember that this is one of the 4 words that have I-E. And our last one, dinosaur. See if you can spell dinosaur. Very good. It's with our I. All right, friends, I hope you enjoyed the lesson for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.